Hey guys, this is the review for your Systems 2 test, which happens on Friday, November 14th. So this review mirrors the test. Please pay attention to the bolded words at the top because that tells you what you need to do, if you need to show work or not. So number one says, Elliot decides to take his friends to a movie with his birthday money. He must take one adult with him. An adult ticket costs X, costs $12. A child ticket, Y, costs 2/3 of that price. If Elliot wants to spend no more than $50, how many friends could Elliot take with him to the movies? So right now, we're just going to write an inequality that represents that. So it's always we have X and Y, so it's going to be X plus Y. We're going to fill in those blanks in front. We know our adult tickets cost $12. So we're going to put an X, 12 in front of our X. Now Y is 2/3 of that price. So to get that number, we're going to do 2/3 times 12. So we're going to go to Desmos and do 2/3 times 12, which is 8. So we are going to write 8 in that blank. So we can cross off A and B. Now it says no more than. No more than is going to be less than equal to 50. And that answer is C. All right. Number two, we need to figure out which one of these inequalities matches this graph. So right now, I'm looking at them, I'm seeing all my y's are positive, so I do not have to flip my sign. So I'm going to see where I'm shading. Now I'm shading above. And according to Slim Shady, that's going to look like his eyes because that's greater than. So I'm going to cross out the answer choices that are less than. So cross off B and cross off C. Now I'm going to solve for Y for each of these answer choices that I have left to see which one will match my graph. So I have 3y minus 6x is greater than 15. I'm going to move my x. This is tricky. Make sure you're looking at where your x is. And then I'm going to divide everything by what's in front of my y. Now we're going to type this box into Desmos to see if it matches. So I'm going to go to Desmos. I'm going to type 15 divided by 3 plus 6x divided by 3. And I want my x-intercept and my y-intercept. So my y-intercept is 5, and my x-intercept is negative 2.5. So I'm going to go back. My y-intercept is 5 here, but my x-intercept is not negative 2.5, so it cannot be A. So then my answer is going to be B. All right, moving on. Number 3, work is optional for this one. Miss Iasipi is selling pizzas and breadsticks for a school fundraiser and wants to earn more than $81. An order of breadsticks, Y, costs 6. Pizza, X, costs 9. Write an inequality for this situation. Now pay attention to what X and Y is because they switched them on purpose. X is my pizzas, so we're going to write 9 in front of X. Breadsticks my Y, so we're going to write 6 in front of Y. We want to do more than 81. So more than is going to be greater than 81. Now it's just greater than. We want to make more than $81. All right. So with number 4. Number 4 here, we do want you to graph this inequality. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see the whole thing on your paper. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go type that into Desmos. All right. So I'm going to go to Desmos. I'm going to type in y equals, because we cannot type in that symbol, negative 1 divided by 3, x plus 4. I'm going to get 2 points. So I'm going to do settings table. I have a 0 here. Now I'm going to type 3 so I can get another point, and then negative 3 for my third point. All right, so I'm going to use these points here. So I'm going to grab 0, 4, 3, 3, and negative 3, 5. All right, so we're going to go back so you can see my paper. All right, so I have my line, so I need to look at my symbol. Am I going to keep it dotted or am I going to make it solid? I'm going to keep it dotted. So I'm going to continue my line making it dotted. Now I'm going to use Slim Shady to see where I should shade. Now, this symbol looks like his nose, so we're going to shade below. Now, you can do this problem two ways now. You can put all of these points on the graph, or you can type them into Desmos to see if they're below your line. I have my graph here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to graph 3, 5. Let's do that in a different color. Let's do it in blue. So 3, 5. That's out of my shaded region, so I'm going to cross it out. Negative 3, positive 5. Ooh, negative 3, positive 5. That is on a dotted line. Since it's on a dotted line, it's not going to work. 3, negative 5. That's in my shaded region, so I'm going to circle it. And we know there's 2 answers, so I know there's one more. Negative 5, positive 3. That's in my shaded region, so I don't even need to check E. So C and D are my correct answers. All right, let's flip over to the next page. All right, here. I want to know which graph represents this. So I'm going to start by looking at my symbol. I have a line underneath it, so I know it's solid. So I'm going to cross off my dashed answer choices. Now, my y is positive, so I'm not going to flip it. I'm going to keep the symbol the same. So I'm going to draw Slim Shady. This symbol looks like his nose, so we want to shade below. All right, so both of these are shaded below. So that means we need to go type these into Desmos to see which one is correct. Now, right now, this y is not by itself. It has a 3 in front of it. So to get rid of that 3, I'm going to divide everything by 3. All right, so I'm going to go type this into Desmos to see which graph matches. So let's go to Desmos. I'm going to type in y equals 7x divided by 3 minus 6 divided by 3. I'm interested in my x-intercept and my y-intercept. So my y-intercept is negative 2. Which answer choice has negative 2 is B. So B is going to be our correct answer. All right, number 6. Now, for number 6, Mark needs to buy pizza and soda for the party and has $80 budget. Pizza X costs $12 each and bottles of soda Y cost $2 each. The inequality 12x plus 2y is less than or equal to 60 represents all possible combinations of X, the number of pizzas, and Y, the number of sodas ordered. Which graph best represents the solution set for this inequality? So out of all those words, this is the most important thing I'm looking at right here. So I'm going to look at this symbol and look at Slowman. All right, so it's less than, so I need to shade below. So I'm going to cross off A because that's above. I'm going to cross off B so it's above. So now it's in between C and D. To figure that out, I'm going to solve for Y. Move my X, then divide. So I'm going to move my 12x over to the other side. Then I'm going to divide everything by 2. Now I'm going to go type this into Desmos to see what my x-intercept is and my y-intercept is. So I'm typing in y equals 60 divided by 2, not x, minus 12x divided by 2. All right, I'm going to zoom out. Ooh, that's in. Zoom out so I can see my x-intercept and y-intercept. 30 is my x-intercept. 5 is my y-intercept. So I'm going to go back to Desmos, to my camera. Okay, this one looks like it's 30, and this one's 5. This one, my y-intercept is 5, my x-intercept is 30, so that's not going to work. So my answer is going to be C. And it'll look better on your screen on Schoology, I promise. All right, number 7. That's better. All right. We want to know which one of these graphs matches this system. So I'm going to start by looking at these symbols. Both of these symbols are dash lines, so I know I can cross off A, and I know I can cross off D. Next thing I'm going to look at is to make sure my y's are positive, so I don't have to flip my symbol. This y is positive, so we're good. This y is positive, so we're good. So again, we're going to use Slim Shady. We have a lot of less than on this paper. Both of these are less, so it's going to look like his nose. So I need a shade below. So which answer choice are both of them shaded below? And that would be C. I apologize. We've had a lot of less than so far. All right, number 8. Which of the following to the system of inequality is shown below? There can be more than one answer, so show work here. Now, you can use substitution, or you can type it into Desmos. So I'm going to choose to type it into Desmos. So I'm going to start by typing all of these points into Desmos. So 5, -1, -2, -10, 1, -4, -1, 7, 8, -3, 4, 5, 8. Well, we have 8, -3 twice. Look at that. Typo. And then 10, 8. Then I like labeling, turning on my label for all of them, so I can see which point is what. I'm going to hit my home button so we can zoom in a little bit. All right, we see all my points. All right, I'm going to go back to Desmos. So I have them all typed in. Now I'm going to solve for y. I'm going to solve both of them for y. So I'm going to move my x, then divide. So I'm going to subtract 7x, then divide by 3. I'm going to type that into Desmos. So I'm going to type in y equals 6 divided by 3 minus 7x divided by 3. Now, this symbol looks like Slipman's eyes, so we're going to shade above. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to cross out the ones that are shaded below. So I'm going to go back here. And the only one shaded below is 1, -4, so I'm going to go ahead and cross it off. Now, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to solve the second one. So I have 1x minus 1y is less than or equal to 8. So I'm going to subtract my x, then I'm going to divide by -1. Now, here's the thing. I'm dividing by a negative, so yes, I'm going to type this in, but my symbol is going to flip. All right? So I'm no longer going to be less, shading below, now I'm going to be shading above. So I'm going to go type this in and see which points are above my line. So y equals 8 divided by -1 minus 1x divided by -1. So I want the points above my line. So 5, -1 is above. -2, 10 is above. 4, 5 is above. 10, 8 is above. And -1, 7 is above. The rest are not. All right, let's move on to number 9. All right, number 9. I want to know which points is in the shaded region and not in the shaded region, okay? Now, in Schoology, you're going to click yes if it goes into that column, no if it does not. So let's start with A. A is in my shaded region, so it's going to be a yes here and a no here. B. B is on a dotted line, so it is not an answer. So no here, yes here. C, it's where the two lines cross, but one of them's dotted, so it's still going to be a no. It is not included. D, that's on my solid line, so we're great, so we're going to write yes. E is not shaded at all, so it's going to be a no. Because in Schoology, you do have to answer everyone. All right. Okay, number 10. Number 10, we have a dotted, and we have a dotted line and a solid line. So I'm going to see if there's any I can cross off. Unfortunately, no, because all of them have a dotted and solid line. Now I'm going to use Slim Shady. This one is his mouth, so we're going to shade below. So I'm going to look at the solid lines and see which ones are shaded below. This one's shaded above. That one's good. That one's shaded below. B is shaded above. And then this one you can barely tell, but it's shaded below. This graph is his eye, so we're going to shade above. All right. And it looks like both of these dotted lines are shaded above. So now we got to go type them in and see which one matches. So I'm going to go to Desmos. Delete, delete, delete. I'm going to type in both of these equations. Y equals negative x plus 4. Y equals negative 2x minus 4. And I know they cross at negative 812, which is up there. And this one has an x-intercept of 4. This one has an x-intercept of negative 2. So I'm looking at my paper. It looks like C. All right. Now the rest of these are no longer going to be on Performance Matters on your computer. All of these are going to be on your paper. Okay? So don't forget them. So number 11, we're going to solve for y. Because I need to know if it's solid dash above or below, yes or no. So I'm going to move my x. Then I'm going to divide everything by negative 2. I'm dividing by a negative, so my symbol should flip. Now looking at that symbol, I know it's going to be a solid line. My y is negative, so it flipped. So according to Slim Shady up here, it's his eyes. So we're going to shade above. Now I want to know, does this point work? Does 0, 0 work? So there's two ways you can do it. We can go type it into Desmos, see if 0, 0 is above the line, or we could substitute it in. If I substitute it in, wrong symbol, I'm going to put 0 in for x and 0 in for y. So we can go type that into Desmos. Four, 0, minus 2, 0. We got 0. So is 0 less than or equal to 16? Yes. So I'm going to circle yes. And of course, you can go type this into Desmos if that's what you want. So we could type in y equals 16 divided by negative 2 minus 4x divided by negative 2. And 0, 0, we got to flip our sign, is above the line. All right, there's Google. Okay. Now let's move on to number 12. So we want to know the equation of this graph. This time we're going to use Slopeman, Slim Shady's cousin. All right, this line looks like his mouth. So it's going to be a y equals line. Where do we cross our y-axis at? Negative 6. Is it parallel to the x-axis? So which axis does it not touch? It does not touch the x-axis, so it's parallel to the x-axis. It touches the y-axis, so it's perpendicular to the y-axis. All right, let's flip our paper over. Now this is a review of what was on your test a couple tests ago. So I'm paying attention to the slope here. So my slope is negative 2. Parallel slopes are the same. So my answer is going to be negative 2. Perpendicular slopes, you do the double flip. So I'm going to change it to negative 2 over 1. And I'm going to flip my fraction. So I'm going to flip it to be 1 over 2 and flip it from a negative to positive. So this is perpendicular, this is parallel. All right, 14. An airplane is 30,000 feet above the ground, and it's descending at a rate of 2,000 feet per minute. Write an equation to model the situation. So 2,000 has the word per, so that's going to be my slope. Now, we are descending, so it's going to be negative, plus where we start. So I'm going to cross off A and I'm going to cross off D because 2,000 is positive in both of them. Ooh, forgot my X. But the correct answer is B. Even if it's written backwards, it's still going to be correct. All right, 15. They give me 2 points. I'm going to type those into Desmos because I want the slope and I want the y-intercept. So I'm going to do plus sign table. I'm going to do -4, 7, 4, 1. Then I'm going to do y1 squiggle. And x1 plus b. And then m, so I can get the fraction. So my m is -3/4, and my b is 4. Okay, so let's find our answer. -3/4, so it can't be B, can't be D. B is 4, so the answer is C. All right, last question. Okay, I see a table. We're going to go type that into Desmos, all right? So we're automatically going to go type that into Desmos. But before we do that, we want to know what is the rate of change of the contractor's total earnings in dollars with respect to the number of hours worked. Underline rate of change. Rate of change is going to be our slope. For me to type this in to find our n. So I'm going to go to Desmos, do plus sign table, and type in 0, well, we have a set table, 0, 5, 15, 25, 35, 40. So do not type in the money sign. It is not going to work if you type in the money sign. Do not type it in. Only type in the numbers. All right. Now this time I'm going to do this button over here for linear regression, the 3 dots, and export as a whatever that said. Now I'm interested in my slope, which is my m. My m is going to be 8.75. And that answer choice is represented by F. All right, there's your review. Make sure you study it because this is going to be what your test is going to look like tomorrow. All right, good luck.